go. My name's Adam Sutherland. Broadcasting to you from a shed somewhere in Scotland. I play the fiddle. Could you work that out? I'm going to just start off by playing you a tune. This is written by the wonderful Charlie McKerron. Just outstanding fiddle player, composer and character. And I'm proud to say a friend of mine, also from Scotland, and he's written some amazing tunes. And I'm just going to start off by playing you this absolute beast. This beast of a tune of his called Bulgarian Red. And here we go. Machine of a tune, and I hope I have not done an injustice there with my fiddle playing of it, but yeah, if you don't know that tune, oh my goodness me, go and learn it. I think you don't need me to tell you to do that, you can just hear it. Hello to my folk joining me in the live stream, in the live environment. If you're watching this in the future, hello to you as well, but I'll just quickly say a quick hello to my live stream regulars here. We've got Michael Bishop, Gavin Maxwell, Linda Rankin in the house. Hello back to you all. So yeah, I'm going to talk about this tune, why I love it. And I'm not going to say why I think it's great, because I think that's a little bit like pretentious. I'm just going to say what I love about it. I can speak about that. And in doing so, hopefully, I don't know, just maybe give you guys some energy in your own. Why do I love this about this tune and this about that tune? That didn't make a lot of sense, but you know what I mean. And so that's it. That's it. I'm going to also share with you some photos, which I've been looking at. So here is one of the man. It's not very zoomed in a bit. I'm going to just slightly change that a bit. There we go. There's Charlie McKerron. Deep state of focus. He's a beautiful fiddle player. He plays and has played in the band Capercaillie since pretty much the start. I think they founded in 1984. And yeah, that's just a good old photo of Charlie there. And also you can see him now, if I get this right. Oh, just in the top left of the screen there. That's him picking up his Trad Award for Composer of the Year 2 or 3 years ago at the Scottish Trad Music Awards ceremony. I'm also very fortunate to have been able to play in a band with Charlie called Session A9. That's a wee photo of us also playing at a Scots Trad Music Awards ceremony. I think that's us in Aberdeen just before the pandemic, and I believe the awards ceremony are going to be back in Aberdeen this year. And yeah, I've got one more wee photo just to show you. This is a nice photo, I think. he might call people like him a cheeky chappy. I think he's from the northeast. Murray. He's from a place called Hopeman, but I think he pronounces it Houtman. Forgive me if I'm getting that mispronounced. If anyone is watching this, if you're watching this, Charlie, and also you can see in this. I don't know if you can see it in this photo actually, but I'm going to just change it a bit. So if you just look on the fingerboard of his fiddle there, you can see a sticker. And you might well be wondering, why has someone of Charlie's skill and expertise got a sticker on his fingerboard of his fiddle? For those of you who maybe don't know, just in case you don't know, you have a sticker there. If you're a beginner fiddle player, it's to show you where to put your fingers. I think I know why he's got a sticker there. It's because that during the Session 89 week where we get invited to teach at the Gaelic College in Skye every April for the last few years, they host short courses in the Gaelic College and they invite us to do one there. For a bit of crack, band members Kevin Henderson and myself, and I think the sound engineer Cammy Young, we got Charlie's fiddle and put those stickers on the fingerboard, one of which was like way up there. So yeah, he gets a bit of a hard time from the rest of the band members, just but he's very good at taking the abuse that he gets from his band members. Yeah, so there you go. For those of you who are new to this channel of mine, I'm a tune writer, student of tune writing, fiddle player from Scotland as well, originally from the Loch Ness area, and I just try to share my love of tune writing really with anyone who's listening. And I just noticed someone else, another regular, has joined the chat. Hello, Dream Angus, welcome to you from over the pond. How are you doing this evening, or is it this afternoon for you? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to get into this tune. Possibly this might even seem like a bit like nerdy if anyone's new to this or not, but I'm going to just whack the tune up on the screen for a second, right? So have a look at this. This is my version of the tune, as in, and I hope you can see that okay, it's just got like the way I kind of like to try bowing it and some grace notes. And I will just say right off the bat that this, what you're looking at, this PDF, is something that you can buy from my Patreon, which I've had Charlie's permission to put up on my Patreon. I'm going to share any sales of that with him. He says he doesn't want any money for that, but I'm just not going to accept that. So I'll be sharing any sales of my version of Bulgarian Red with the actual composer, with Charlie McKerron. And yeah, I've just put some bowings in there and a wee variation, which you can maybe see is the very bottom 2 bars on the page, the very bottom line. It's just a slight variation. Oh, someone else in the chat. Hello, Eric Davidson. You have the dots in front of you. And there's some fireworks going off. Don't you just love fireworks? And okay, and so there's Linda Rankin saying it's her first Charlie tune, first turn to learn, soft spot being the favourite. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. Alright, I'm just gonna go straight in with what do I love about this tune. So it's just, I might just keep this the dots on the screen. It's just like what I think of as like it's a vehicle for attitude. Like it just lets you like release loads of attitude. So what do I mean by that? I mean just those notes, even before you do any grace notes or bowing. So it's in D minor, but with B naturals. doing this thing where I'm emphasizing. If you look at the very last note of the top line, I'm going to play the last bar of the top line. You might notice I've got a wee emphasis on the very last note there. So that's the last note of the top line. And I just like what that sets you up to be able to do in the following bar. And I'm almost missing out the first note of the second line. And if you go back to the second bar of the top line, same thing, last note of the second bar. And the bars 7 and 8, so that's the third and fourth bar of the second line. I just make those on the beat. So this tune lets me be funky for 6 bars, then on the beat for 2 bars. And the B part's just got loads of barrels, and it's almost like metal. That's just my wee variation I like to do. So I'm just playing. Look at the very bottom 2 bars on the whole page. That's my wee variation. That replaces third and fourth bar of the third line. I'll play the third line. So my wee variation goes. It just rocks. This tune is an absolute beast. Let me know what you think. I'm seeing some good comments already. Gavin Maxwell loves it. Never tried to play it until now. Great fun. And he's giving me the kind of Jack Black emoji, rock emoji. Yeah, it is pure like Jack Black. That's what I take from it. But the great thing about this, right, and any like tune that is in inverted commas like good, is that you can. Whoa, I'm getting mixed up with my. My on-screen data there. If you don't want to play it in a metal way, I reckon if that's not to your taste, first of all, that's valid, because whatever your taste is valid, and if you maybe do something else with it, a good tune like this will still work. More evidence that it's a great tune. It's one of the ones that's just left his brain, left his fingers, and flowed off into the world, and it's found its home in the imaginations and hearts, at the risk of sounding cheesy, and hearts of many people. If there was a way to guarantee that could happen with any tune that was ever written, I'm sure that person would make a lot of money. Not that it's about money, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this tune's just, it's well loved, it's beautiful. Bulgarian Red. What's it about? I think it might be about possibly some red wine. Don't really know for sure. But yeah, I think I would love to actually do a wee feature on Charlie, because he's written so many amazing tunes. Just going back to him himself, I mean, his other famous tunes, you'd have to say the Isla Ranters would be a big famous one of his. The Rizla gets played in sessions. He's written a great tune called Alistair's. So many, actually, just like just so many. Great tune called Fiends he wrote for his son. Yeah, and of course, I just feel like he's one of the. He's a bit of an unsung hero, really. I guess I don't know. Just in the age of social media, full of people screaming about themselves, Charlie, I don't think he feels like drawn to do that, and not from some kind of Luddite way. I just feel like he feels like, maybe I'm just guessing here, but maybe his music speaks for itself. But when we all live in this age where we're just awash with information and people telling you what they're doing, sometimes the great writers like Charlie, who are just still sitting there writing tunes, maybe they need someone else just to sing their praises for them or something like that. Yeah, a couple more comments in the chat there. Yeah, Dream Angus, it's a driving tune, isn't it? It's just a beast. And Eric's saying, oh, it goes well on the mandolin too. Crisp triplets. Yeah, I feel like this tune would sound amazing on the mandolin. I'm loving the fact that you're sitting there playing this tune on the mandolin. And you're saying that the Air Ranters was good and precedes Bulgarian Red in the Horo book 3. Okay, so he's got this book. This tune is in the some of Christine Martin's books. Check out Christine Martin, scotlandsmusic.com for a fantastic selection of session tunes. Let me know any more thoughts you have on this or other tunes of Charlie's. I will just say again that you can buy my version of this tune on my Patreon, which the link will be in the video description right after this live stream has finished. But yeah, it's just perfect. I think chordally it's interesting. You're kind of been playing lots of D minor. And then some G. It's almost like a B flat. So you almost got this. It's just awesome. Okay, so this is it. This is the Air Ranters, not Air Ranters, the Bulgarian Red. Jeez, I'm getting mixed up here. Session 9, Charlie, just a bit more about him. He started this group back in 2003, I think it was, and I was actually at the time involved in a dance show called the Scottish Step Dance Company, which was like the first band or act that I was involved in, really, that did like gigs. And two wonderful dancers, Kerry and John Sikorsky from Skye, along with Alison then McLeod from Inverness, and Amy Geddes, another dancer, were just fantastic Scottish step dancers. And there was this huge interest in re-interest, I should say, in Scottish step dancing in the 90s. And I was playing for a lot of these dance classes in the Gaelic College again in Skye. And we started this show, and Sandra Mackay, who was quite well known at the time for singing in a band called Tanas, who I was actually a fan of. Sandra was also singing in the Scottish Step Dance Company, and she and Charlie became an item around about that time. And I remember Charlie being in the audience of one of our gigs and just being kind of like, oh my god, that's Charlie McKerron, because, and he hates me saying this, I used to listen to Capercaillie when I was in high school. Sorry, Charlie. But yeah, Sandra once asked me, Adam, would you be interested in joining a band that Charlie's starting? And I just kind of couldn't believe it, because it was just like, God has asked you, sorry Charlie, God has asked you if you want to be in his band. That's what it felt like to me. I was very, very, not very, very young, 23 maybe, 21, or was I 21? early in my career, and I'm sure like many other folk at that age, I was terrifically kind of insecure and lacking in confidence, and this was just like, what? Why? But also, yeah, hell yeah. And I feel really grateful to Charlie because he, on a personal note, he's just always been extremely supportive and encouraging, and I would say tolerant of me over the years. And when you're kind of like young and extremely sensitive, and I was kind of oversensitive in my early 20s and kind of like raw, and I just tremendously wobbly as a person, and to have someone else just kind of take you under their wing who'd been doing it quite a bit longer by that point, it was like transformative for me, and I just feel very grateful to Charlie for that actually. And yeah, so that's a little bit about Session 9. We've got an amazing band in Session 9. We've been had a very solid lineup for about 10 or 15 years now. We've got Mark Clement on vocals and guitar, Brian McAlpine also on vocals but also on keyboard. We've got David Chimp Robertson on a wide array of percussion, and then on the fiddle you've got Charlie McKerron, of course, and then the fabulous Gordon Gunn from Weck, and Kevin Henderson from Shetland, now living in Norway. So I just love Session 9, and I realised recently I've been in this band for more than half of my life. But yeah, it's great to be in a band with people who you respect so much and who are just great crack. I've had just so many amazing parties and sessions and musical experiences, and just getting to be in a band with people whose writing that you love so much, to hear the new stuff, it's just wonderful. Yeah, we're a happy band, and yeah, you should actually, if you want to, you should go and check us out. Go and see session9.scot. We have a Bandcamp page, and you can hear our music there. And yeah, we are very excited about what we've got coming up. Yeah, if anyone's interested, by the way, we're playing in Haddington on the 21st of this month. I should probably just have this information immediately to hand. No, the 26th. Haddington, East Lothian, 26th of October. If you're watching this in real time, if you're in the future, I hope you were there, or not. Okay, a couple more comments. I'm going to just look in and see what folk are saying. Eric, hello again. Oh, Michael, mixing mandolin and fiddle. Plenty of room for messing about. That's what you're doing. You're sitting there with your mandolin and your fiddle. Love that, Michael. Eric says, heads up, folks, in the book I mentioned above, a certain road to Errogie is on the page before. Oh, geez. How passionate, Eric is asking, how passionate is Charles? You zone out and move with what you play. Is he a machine? He is a machine. I feel like he is passionate about music, but I think he does it in a kind of non-dramatic, non-over-the-top way. I think he's privately passionate, but you can hear it in his music. There's a deep love. I think my impression of Charlie is he's got a deep love of the fiddle, a deep respect for the fiddle tradition of the northeast of Scotland in particular, but also just he's got a huge respect for like the fiddling of Scotland, and also that he's also got massive respect for some of the late composers of not just fiddle music but Scottish music. He has huge respect for the late Gordon Duncan. We play a few of Gordon's tunes in Session 9, and he also has massive respect for the late Donald MacLeod, who wrote a great many session tunes on the pipes. And so I'd say he's very respectful and passionate, to answer your question there, and has a massive love of the music, and I think you can hear that in his writing. And yeah, not Ross Cooper, says Michael Bishop. Yeah, actually, I think you're asking if he would like enjoy Ross. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like about Ross's music? Wow. Yeah, looking forward to seeing Ross quite soon, actually. Okay, a few more questions if you want, and then I think I might just play the tune a few more times. There's not much more to say about it beyond go and have fun with this amazing tune and check out Charlie's other tunes, and there's an appetite, I think, out there for a book of Charlie's tunes, and we shall see if that is a thing. But in the meantime, you can get his music from scotlandsmusic.com and some of the session books there. And also, one more time, I'll just mention you can get it from my Patreon, either as a one-off buy, or you can join my monthly Patreon crew and just hear about loads of other random bits and bobs that I don't share with anyone else apart from my Patreon team, because I just feel like they deserve lots of special wee extra stuff. Okay, I'm going to play Bulgarian Red a few more times, and then I'm going to probably call it a night, because yeah, I feel like I can't say anything more that's just not saying the same thing again about this absolute masterpiece of modern Scottish composition, and that Charlie is, let's face it, he's one of the greats, and he's so modest he would feel very uncomfortable me saying that, and he would certainly never say that, but he is. And I'm going to try and get him. I'm going to have to go and visit him. I think I should just go and visit him and just pick his brains about who knows what. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you all for coming along. I'll just quick shout out to all the regulars here. So yeah, thank you Michael, thank you Gavin, thank you Linda, thank you Dream Angus, thank you Eric. I'm going to sneeze. Am I going to sneeze the first time on YouTube? I think that's my first live stream sneeze. I hope that was not too deafening for you. Charlie McKerron, arguably Scotland's greatest living tune writer, in my humble opinion. Thank you for letting me feature this tune. I hope I've done it some justice, not injustice, and thank you for letting me yeah, just like make this tune available on my Patreon. I will be sharing that with you when all pennies come in. And thank you to all my regular supporters here on YouTube, and thank you to all my patrons as well. Just before I go, I will just read out the last couple of comments. We have Eric saying, you picked out some chords, D minor to F to G, D minor to F, C, D minor to E, but then you fall apart. Love that. And I just love that you've got some chords going. Thank you, Michael Bishop, for your constant support here. I really appreciate it. And Eric says, bravo, not artificial there. Don't get me started on the AI. Oh my goodness me. I think I might have to do a video on that at some point. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you all for your support. So from me, Adam Sutherland, broadcasting to you from a shed somewhere in Scotland, all about Scottish tune writing. I leave you with this encouraging message. Go and experiment in your own writing. Go and dabble. Go and create. Go and be uncaring. Go and be childlike in your creation, and then just throw stuff out there. Don't think. Don't stop to think. Don't get caught up in what ifs. Just throw out ideas. Chuck them out there. See what happens. It's only music. Thank you all. Good night.